You're Perp back with another video, and I just got out of watching Last Front. This is starring Ian Glenn. He's from that what's that show called, Game of Thrones? And in this, he plays Leonard, a farmer that has a son and a daughter. I really enjoy how this movie kicks off, where we get to kind of get to know all these different characters, his whole entire family, his son that goes by the name of Adrian. He is in love with the doctor's daughter, and they kind of have this Romeo and Juliet dynamic where the doctor's daughter doesn't really want her to be dating or even being seen with Adrian, just because he feels like he's not worthy. There's some kind of like classism going on there. But what ends up happening, because this is set in the First World War, is you have this off the rails complete crash out of a lieutenant that goes by the name Lieutenant Laurentz, and he is just completely out of it. His superior officer is his father. His father doesn't really check him at all, so he's out here just killing women, children, and men and innocent civilians. Just has no moral code, and I just really liked him as a villain in this movie. And once Leonard and Lawrence's characters cross paths, that's where things really start to kind of kick up, and you start to see the stakes and things that are taken away from Leonard and what he's willing to do to protect his family and also other people within this village. And just a really good story. We don't get many stories from World War One from that kind of perspective. People like to go to World War II because of the Nazis and whatnot, but I like in this movie that they kind of show you the early stages or a hint of what's to come in the next World War. But I really like Ian's performance in this movie as Leonard, because like at first he's just a family man. He only cares about his own family. Also kind of dealing with a little bit of the trauma of losing his wife and feeling to blame for that, and why he's so overprotective of his son and his family. He doesn't really want to take the responsibility when war kind of is at his doorstep. He thinks that he can kind of ride it out, but once it involves his family and things start to go left for him, he has no other choice but to fight back. And I really like that. And I just like the performances all the way around, even the supporting cast, the other people that were in this, like the woman that played the doctor's daughter, I think her name was Louise. Yeah, she did a really, really dope job in this as well. Just good performances, very violent, very brutal. Good performances by the villain, Laurentz, and just the whole family dynamic and how you see it from different points of views. Like either it's from Lawrence's point of view or his father's point of view, and seeing like, oh man, I created a monster. Or you kind of look at it from Leonard's perspective and just how he views his kids, vice versa, and makes for a really interesting, compelling movie. And I would recommend checking it out if you get around to seeing it in theaters, or if you want to wait till it hits digital. But if you have or are planning on getting around to checking this out, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I just wanted to kind of give you my brief thoughts on this movie. Definitely check it out. Till next time, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.